It's been a long time since I made a video, so I've been asked a couple of times to make a video, so that's what we're going to do. Everybody's gone home for the weekend, for the holidays. It's Christmas time. We got a little plant here Mom bought for Jolene. We thought we'd put their Christmas it all up. So what I thought I would do is I come out and make something. I'll show you what I'm making. What I have is I have a windscreen that I bought, or that me and Jolene had bought. I got her to order them. They're beautiful little things they are. Little windscreen. And it gives, you know, you can get two of them, one on this side and one on that side. So we got a windscreen here, and I want to make a headrest, head bar, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, roll bar. What I want to do is make a I want to make a pod on the back of the car. If you can picture it, this is on the back of the car. This is to be the headrest where you sit here and your head would be like this. I don't want to leave it like this. I could, but I don't want to. But I want to make a cone that comes all the way back and then closes that in and makes a blister. I guess we're making a blister for the back of the roadster, and there's the window screen that we're using, and this is going to be the back piece, and this is what I'm going to do. I've got this shape, and that's what I'm going to do. And as I look at it, I can adjust it to any height that I want. I want to cut it off. This stuff is just mandrel bent pipe at Speedway Motors, cheapest place I could find to buy it. You can buy it in the box, and I use it all the time. It's got a nice bend in it. You can cut it in half. You can release cut it. You can use the other shape on the other. But all I have to do right now is just find out what I want it for height. I'm looking at this here. It's not a bad height. I could make it the same height. What I feel like doing is, I feel like where it's ended right here on the curve, I like that almost the best, where it ends. It just feels right. The cowl is lower in the car than the back, so the window will be down a little bit, and this will be up a little bit. So they'll probably even out. So this is probably, yeah, it'll probably even out by the time, because I'm not making it quite as long. I'm making it close, but not as long. And also, as me and Jolene are talking, there's many ways you can do it. I can cut that in half, you know, cut that off, cut that in half, and do one way that way. But I just rather weld the whole bend and weld that on, and then make a cone for it and cap it with material or a headrest, or just cap it in metal and paint it. And the thing I'm thinking, if it ever rolled over, anybody ever rolled over, at least you have something like that would stop a little bit, you know, make it somewhat strong. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. If everybody's in the Christmas spirit, which we should. Now, it's that time of year where, you know, Christmas is hard on people, right? And you have to buy the gifts and do all that sort of stuff. If you want to use your brain and make something for somebody, it'll feel just as good. If you know what I'm saying, you can make something for somebody and they'll be just as happy as if you went and spent money on it. I guarantee it. It's more about the thought than anything else. And remember, it feels better to give than to receive. It feels better to give than to receive. When you give somebody something, you see them in the morning and their face lights right up. You'll be twice as happy with the gift that you bought. You'll be twice as happy because they're happy. I guarantee it. Anyways, I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to cut this off, same sort of levelness here. I don't do a lot of measuring and that sort of stuff. It just kind of, I do a lot of stuff by eye. If it looks good, good enough for me, you know, good enough for Jolene. And I want to thank Jolene too. A lot of people must understand too. Also, just because I'm working hard and I'm tired, doesn't mean she's not doing the same, you know. Sometimes it can't be a video because Jolene's doing something. You know, she's busy, she's tired, you know. She does a lot on there, and I thank her for that. And I love her to death. She's doing a little t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, but a hoodie thing going right now. That's fun, and I'm happy for the people that are winning. That's cool. I just appreciate you supporting us. To be honest, yeah, appreciate you supporting us. Thanks, Jolene. Also, use this for, like, obviously it's exhaust pipe. It's good. fits on that. I want to make a piece of metal that fits on that all the way around there. And I want it to run back like that. If you know what I'm saying. So as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, if I find how long this is from all the way over here to there, I should be able to measure that measurement right here. And then I should be able to find, well, I'll find center. I'll go down this end, I'll know how long I want my blister to be. I will go and measure that here. I will square it all up. I will find center on this one here, and I will make a mark from the outside to the center, outside to the center. When I roll that, when I put in the roller and roll that, I'm hoping that it rolls and fits the pipe and goes all the way back the way I want it. I'm hoping. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. A couple pieces of metal here. Don't know if it'll be long enough or not. No. Not sure. Take that out of there for now. I think it's big enough. Now, I'm going to get a rag and wipe this down. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack be nimble with candlestick and branches. What, honey, what? I lost that marker already. Where'd that go, baby? Oh, right there. So I'm going to find the measurement of this, and to find the measurement of that sometimes is hard. To hold it by yourself and tape measure it and all that sort of stuff, sometimes it's hard. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a piece of tape. This is what I'm going to do. And you can do it too if you like. You can do it too if you like. If you like it, if you don't like it, do whatever you want to do. But anyways, as I put this tape on here, I'm not going to stretch it. I'm just going to lay it down. I'm going to lay it down so I get the full length. Full length. And this way here, I'd have to hold the tape measure there and try to get that distance. I can also do this. I can lay it on there and roll it around to the other side, try to mark it. I can do that too. There's all kinds of things you can do to make it successful. So that's my 3D print right off the back of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on here. One line on this side. One line on this side. We're going to put it in here a little bit, and I'll tell you why. She's not very thicky. And I'll tell you why I'm not going to go in there. Because when I put that on the pipe, the center, that's probably the center of the pipe, that distance there. If I got that much distance, I got that center goes there, so I still have that much distance in the front and that much distance in the back. So that's why I'm putting that there. Looks like close to center to me. I actually could come back a little bit, but you know, it looks center to me, the tape, exact, so I get the exact same mark. I'm going to measure out how long I want these blisters. I don't know how long I want them, and we'll tell you right now how wide the piece of metal is. 16 inches. That's a good one. I like that. So 16 inches. I'm going to go 16 inches down here. If I want them, we'll say I want them 2. We'll say I want them 32 inches long. So when I mark that, I'm going to come over to the edge. If I start doing this sort of stuff, you're not going to get a true read on that sort of stuff, eh? We'll come down to the corner here, and then I'll do 32. And at 32, I can always shorten them up if I want to, if you know what I mean. It don't always have to be 32 for the rest of his life. I can shorten them up, you know, just as easy as pie. Just in here. We built 7 cars this year. Or 8 cars. We built 8 cars, working on the 8th right at the present moment. Built 7 cars this year. Wasn't supposed to build. We're only supposed to do 7. Somehow we must have done another one. And I'll tell you why. And we were a man down too. I'll tell you why we did it, how we did it. Colton's improving. Alex has always been good, but he's getting faster at what he does. And I also been improving. It's hard to believe, getting faster. And Jolene has been more knowledgeable about everything that we've done this year, because this is years we were really into it, right? But it's been a good year. Yeah, 7 cars. Picture that. 7 cars we built this year. 3 guys and 1 woman. 7 cars. Woo! It's nice to talk like that now that we're done. When we were doing, I was madder than a hornet. No, that's not true. I was too busy to be mad. Like we worked so hard, you know. We worked day and night. Day and night. And we got her done. Madder than a hornet. One thing I will say about the hornet, once it stings you once, it's over. Right? Hey, baby?
Yep.
16, 16. We're going to go 8 to center. 8 to center. Have to remember that. 8 to center. 8 to center. So we're going to go 8 to center. Now, if I draw a line from there to there and there to there, put it through the roller, hoping that that will sit over there and lay flush on here. If you know what that's what I'm going for. Something that comes to a cone around, it comes all the way back to a point and lays down. This is what we're going to do. I don't really want to come to the point, to a sharp point down here. I'm going to come to a slight point. So I'm just going to come over this far and make my line. See how I did that? I didn't even measure it. Just did it. You know, just kind of. It's only that far. You know what I mean? If it was off, if it was off an 1/8, could you tell? If you moved it back, you'd only be moving it a 16th, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying. So that's what we got. Is it gonna work? Hope so. Usually what I would do is weld it onto the car, and then I would make a paper panel and do it that way. Don't want to show you the car. Don't want to show you the car, so I'm doing it this way. I'm gonna get an electric shear. We built 7 cars this year, and I'm proud of every one of them. I'm proud of Alex, I'm proud of Colton, I'm proud of Jolene. I'm proud of the team that was here to help us build them, actually, you know, and watched us. I'm proud of them too. I like all of them guys. Good job. Moving up in the world, got a couple little things. Take this windshield off. Very nice little windshield for little money. To me, that's what I thought. In comparison to others, very little money. It's going to look really good on there. It's going to look fantastic. You believe that? You believe that? Fantastic? Yeah. We're starting to get rocking here. A little bit of room here. It's fun. To me, I like doing this sort of stuff because it puts the fun back in the car when you're making things. When you're doing, not knocking restoration, but when you're doing restoration, the car tells you what to do, tells you what it needs, tells you what part they have to have on. I have to go by there and get a hammer. On building a car, you get to do whatever you want, and I guarantee you one thing. If you had a job, you would have a job, you could do whatever you want, wouldn't you? You'd do it your way, wouldn't you? Anyways, as I talk, I like making things more so than fixing things. up there. And just didn't do it so right, did I? Anyways, I'm gonna get a roller back here with another piece of metal there I could have used. We've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on our sixth sheet of 18 gauge metal on this car. Sixth. On the last one, I think we used 6 or 7. Hard to believe, I know, but it's true. 7 pairs is hard to believe too. I can't wait until you get to see them all. It's going to be fun to watch, but I was there. If you know what I'm saying. The funniest part, what made it, what didn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, don't you, baby?
Yeah.
As I roll this in here, I have to try to keep it straight, you know? I can't put it in like that because it would give me the wrong turn. So I have to, what I'm doing is I'm doing it straight. I'm trying to roll it in straight. And as for me to put it in straight, this is what I'm going to do. If that's straight, I'm going to try to straighten that out with that. Try to make everything as simple as possible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, try to make everything as simple as possible. I think we need a little more bend on that. A lot more bend on that. See, my baby ain't got time wasted here watching me roll metal around, you know what I'm saying? That's sometimes what it takes, though. It's good to me. Good to me! I should finish your Bugatti, shouldn't I? I might take next year off and finish that damn thing. I might. What do you think, honey? I'll take next year off and finish that damn thing. That'd be a good thing to do, baby. That inspires me. What I'm trying to do is trying to get that in. I know that this is rounder than, or not as round as that yet, so I'm trying to get that shape. That's a good thing. I don't like how this is not going down yet. It's not all the way, but it's pretty close, you know. We got this going on here. I don't know how wide that is. We're gonna go see. Yeah. If I put that in there like that, I think I could get that down where it's supposed to be. And that'll work for me, right? I know that it's out there a little bit. But that's when you get welding it on the car, and I can push that in and make that straight line. And I'll tell you how I'll make the straight line. I'll tell you how I'll do it. When I weld this on the car, I will make a line like this with a ruler. I'll draw back the line. When I put this on, I will know the line to push into and tack it. That's how I can do it by myself. If not, we just stand back and I push in a little further, whatever. And if I do it by myself, I will make a line from there to back. I'll make a measurement, I'll make a straight line, and then I'll know where to push this piece of metal into to have it straight on the car. So what I have to do now is I'm going to have to make another one of those and do the exact same thing. And then I'll have 2 with a windscreen and 2 of those. I can material this, I can metal it, I can do whatever I want, but I've got this nice shape in the front that makes me feel happy. If I plunk it on the top right, I can plunk it on so when you weld it, you can grind it if you won't even see anything. If you do a nice job on the side, you can grind it off so you don't even have to like put a little fill in there, right? Just put a little finger bit. And that's all up to the time and all that sort of stuff. But as I get going, this is what I'm doing. I'm building a couple pods for the back, the window on, tacking up some welds and having fun with my Jolene. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like in order to be great, you must inspire. You think about that. You think about that. Anybody that does great things in your mind, they make you feel different, don't they? They make you feel different. Well, that means that that great person has grabbed a hold of you and made you think about what you could do, or what you think you can do, or what you would like to do, or would you like your other partner to do, whatever. But that's called inspiring. Remember that. In order to be great, you must inspire. Have a great Christmas, everybody. I am.